spend more time assessing the products they use than George Schlansky. Jordan, I credit you. Everything on your body, everything in your life, you put a lot of thought into it. So you're at 24/7. Yeah, you don't have to stack it all up.
My burpee workouts have taken another casualty. Okay, today is the first day of the year where I actually have to take the fan into the kitchen as I cook, because I'm gonna be dying otherwise. Which just means that it's on the way, man. The hellish summer is on the way. I mean, I quite like being outside in the summer on my bike, but it gets so warm inside sometimes. So I'm gonna make some chicken. Today is the start of World's Strongest Man, the heats, and I can talk for quite a long time about World's Strongest Man, why I like it. It's just such a varying, dynamic, interesting sport that always surprises you, always manages to surprise you. And this is the only competition, pretty much, that is not live streamed. And it's the main competition of the year, usually. I mean, if you're the world's strongest man, if you can say that you're the world's strongest man, you're gonna be able to use that, you know, business-wise, pretty effectively, in a way that you can't with other big shows, just because of the very impressive title that you actually get from the competition. But the sport of strongman grew out of the competition itself, so it's a bit of an unusual situation where the sport didn't exist before World's Strongest Man started in 1977. They just kind of hired arm wrestlers and powerlifters and all kinds of strong people, bodybuilders, and then eventually strongman became its own thing. But this is Big Loss official. Lawrence Shaw, he competed before many years ago, not many years ago, a few years ago, and he, with his wife, they do these live streams where they go over the results, and they're, I mean, 152,000 subscribers, quite big for strongman. So, although Brian Shaw has about 2 million, I suppose, but still, it's still kind of a big channel for strongman news type stuff. So I'm waiting for the stream to start, and we're all gonna hit that refresh button, because we can't see the actual competition, so we have to we have to do with having information coming in, just the results. But we do this together every year. I say we, but quite a lot of people look forward to this time of the year, even if there's no stream. Anyway, I think my chicken is about ready now. Yeah, so this is the heats today and tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, and then the finals should be this weekend on, is it Saturday and Sunday? I'm not quite sure. But I've been following this for a few years now, strongman, watching live, quite a few years. It's so much fun. Now it kind of feels like summer. When World's Strongest Man is starting, I'm working out, I'm making my chicken. It's a good feeling I have right now. This is going to be very many hours, quite a few hours of streaming content from them, because the competition is long, 30 athletes ultimately competing for the top spot. So yeah. The thing about World's Strongest Man is that it's, like I said, it's not live stream, it's re-edited for the television. It's aired in the US like 1 month later, but in the UK it takes until Christmas, which is like a tradition in the UK. There may be somebody from the UK who's aware of this, I suppose. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame that we're still in this stage of a development. In 2024 we don't have a live stream, but like I said, this has been turned into a thing. This is not the first time they do this. They always do that. They've done this for a few years, reporting the results, and people comment and they give super chats and memberships, and it's so much fun, even if we can't watch it. Like, it's a big group of people who are all passionate about the same thing. By the way, Lawrence Challet, he was a quite high-level strongman. He won Europe's Strongest Man 2016, and he pulled 435 kilo deadlift, which at the time was the world record. Absolutely incredible weight. But yeah, it is a shame that we can't see it live. But I would also miss this if they did have a live stream happening. I would miss this ultimately, because this is very enjoyable and cozy. I mean, they have quite a lot of interest. I mean, 2,800 people watching right now. That's that shows that there's a lot of interest towards this. The sport has grown over the past few years, and the women's side as well. And everything is moving in the right direction, except for the lacking stream at Worlds. I mean, there's a lot of time just waiting for results to come in. So it's many hours of just sitting here waiting around, looking at the spreadsheets. But this is tradition now. This has turned into something. Yeah, it is kind of absurd to sit here and watch a couple of people talk about a competition instead of watching the competition. But like I said, it is very enjoyable. The chicken wasn't very good, by the way. The chicken was, I don't know, I've made chicken thousands of times, it feels like, at least hundreds of times. But like cooking is not, it's not something I just don't learn. I don't know what it is. I can't seem to learn what I'm doing wrong. So the cream, it became all grainy, and I don't really I don't really know why. So the chicken wasn't very good, and I have 2 more meals with that. So great. This year it's not that. It's pretty easy to. I mean, I said that 30 athletes are all battling it out for the title. And while that's true, there's a couple of people who are heavy favorites this year. Mitchell Hooper from Canada and Tom Stoltman from Scotland. So it is very unlikely that anyone beyond either of those is going to win the whole competition. But anything could happen. Although Mitchell Hooper has been extremely consistent over the past couple of years. He just kind of burst onto the scene in 2022, and then he won Worlds last year, and he's won a bunch of other big competitions. So anyway, I'm not going to sit here all competition talking about it, but it's just in the very beginning now, so it's quite exciting. I guess no major upsets in event 1. I'm gonna go pick up a package while I wait for the second event to start. I've already been outside today, this morning. I had some stuff I needed to post, but it's I'm gonna go outside again because I have another package to pick up in the other direction, so I might as well get some more air. I mean, as is sort of per usual, we have gone from winter to summer in the span of a couple of weeks. So today is May 1st, but it feels like July. There it is. I can't believe how warm it is. So quick, and already it feels like summer. Are you kidding me? I needed another kitchen scale, because the one that I have I've used for many years, and it's sort of giving me some problems. So this one is for 5 kilos. That's only 3, so bit of an upgrade, but it feels really light compared to this one. I guess it's a newer model, obviously, but you know. Let's compare accuracy, shall we? The new and the old. 390 grams on the old one. 404, so I guess plus the packaging, and then the new one 406. Well, do I have a weight somewhere? I mean, of course I know that I have weights. So these might be slightly lighter than before. But 500, it's supposed to be half a kilo. Okay, well that's depressing, because I've been thinking that I've been lifting more than I have. 455. So this one shows a couple of grams less than this one. Yeah, alright, well, I don't know if that's good, but it's a new scale, so I'm happy with that. It's funny, I've listened to these guys so much over the years, I know what they're gonna say whenever somebody asks them a question that they've been asked before. I mean, I always know what they're gonna say. I feel like I've heard Loss answer, like, who is the best strongman of all time, at least 50 times. I know exactly what names he's gonna say, and so on. You know, it's kind of funny. It's I'm really deep into this at this point, and I am committed. They're so professional, so nice. They're genuinely a nice couple, sympathetic people, and very intelligent and honest about what they think. Okay, so we're all waiting for group 3 to start the deadlift ladder. There are 6 events in the heats, and then the top 10 go on to the final. So 5 groups in total, and 2 athletes from each group go on to the finals. And the way that seeding works is you have kind of the top seed and the second seed, and then 3 other athletes or 4 other athletes in each group who are considered not maybe at the top. And the reason why they have that is because if the 2 best from each group make it on to the final, if you have 4 of the best guys in the world in the same group, 2 of the best guys are going to end up not being in the final, which is kind of strange. So the way they do it is they seed people to make sure that it's fair in each group. I don't really like the groups, but that's the way it works in World's Strongest Man. And I don't like the stone off. After there's one winner of each group who makes it on to the final immediately, and then the second and third place athletes, they have a stone off battle where they have to throw a heavy stone over like a hitching post or over a hurdle, and then it's a last man standing kind of thing, which heavily favors one event. So if there's 6 events in the heats, let's say that the second athlete, the second best one, has 22 points. The third best has 17. That's quite a big difference. But if the athlete in third happens to be better at stones than the second, that's going to heavily favor them in the stone off. So it's going to be a bit unfair if you've worked harder in the heats and then you just happen to be good at stones compared to your opponent in that group. It's a little bit iffy. The search for clips on my hard drive goes on. I am definitely committing to the idea of making some kind of collage, which is gonna take a long time, and I don't know exactly how that would turn out. But I found all these reaction videos to, like, do you remember the 2 girls 1 cup genre of videos many years ago? I would react to videos like that. And I don't really know what these are, if they're shock videos or if they're funny videos, but I think it's a mix. You can kind of see the titles. No, you can't actually. Here you can. But I can't play these on the computer, on the Chromebook, so I have to transfer them to an editing website. So I'm just having a look at these for the first time since I recorded them in 2009 maybe. I don't think these will be uploaded. This is just for my amusement, but yeah, it's a process of looking up things that I might want to include in the collage. This is not going to be part of that, but... So last night I fell asleep at like midnight, and then I woke up at... No, wait. I fell asleep at maybe 10, 11 p.m. and then I woke up at 5 a.m. or something like that. And the night before, it was basically the same thing. I just slept in the couch. I just passed out. So I missed the last event yesterday, the steeplechase of World's Strongest Man. But I'm just catching up with the results now. So that's my week basically. World's Strongest Man, trying to find video, beyond just doing the normal stuff, errands and whatever. Looking through hard drives and listening to music. And I really don't know how interesting this is, but I'm finding all kinds of things. Here's from school, many years ago, 2010 maybe. I remember one project we had to because I was going the film course, and we had to take 3 pictures, it was pictures and film, I suppose. One picture we had to look sexy in, one we had to look angry, and the other one we had to look funny. And I remember it was the most horrible thing I ever had to do. That's me trying to look funny because I panicked. That's angry, and, well, this was very traumatic. But I love that I save everything. I love that everything is saved. Wow, I can't believe I have this still. I remember doing this, I didn't even know this was on here. I had to do a presentation on the same school about horror. And I chose, this is a PowerPoint presentation. So here's a picture of the Evil Dead house, then Exorcist, and there's some text down here that I'm not gonna read. And I decided to include this picture. I remember that, there's a face here. This is really cool, I haven't seen this since 2010. Wow. I remember choosing these pictures, maybe not The Exorcist or The Scream, but these two I remember choosing. You know, if this collage project ever materializes, which I'd like it to do, then knowing myself, I would probably not be as happy with it as the result wouldn't match my expectations. But I need something to work on, I think. I need a project, and this is just that. I mean, I have less than ideal software and hardware, so it's gonna make it difficult, but it's something I've been wanting to do for years now, and I think it's finally gonna happen. I hope so anyway. But yeah, I think I talked about this years ago in a vlog, and I said about the same thing as I have been saying recently in these videos now, that I really want to do something with this old footage, but I don't know what. And I feel like I'm repeating myself and I'm treading water. So I'm trying to make some progress finally. And World's Strongest Man Day 2 is about to start, and I'm looking forward to it. The way I'm doing the collage is that I'm looking through all of my hard drive, and I'm just kind of copying all of the clips that I want to use, and I'm copying that into its own folder. So I'm just going through everything I have, looking at everything, adding everything to its own folder, so that when I've then finished looking through my hard drive, I have everything in one folder that I know I want to use for the collage, as I have called it, as I've begun to call it. Just the big problem is the long videos that I filmed that I will have to look through. If I really want this to be the way I want it to be, then I will have to look through all the long videos and look for small clips within long videos, which is going to be a very time-consuming process. And I also kind of predict that this will be more interesting to me than anyone else. But it's just something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's going to be nice to have the video that I've been thinking that I want to have for so many years. I mean, sourcing and choosing the clips is not the problem. The problem is going to be editing it, somehow deciding on how I want to put this together, which is going to be a big problem. I think I'm up for it. So if anybody can remember what I said about the stone off before, that's about to possibly materialize, because the second place has 5.5 points more than the third place. And it seems to be that Andrade is better at stone than Foytu. So it might be that Andrade is going to go along with Mitchell Hooper, who's going to win this group, to the final, which is going to be quite heartbreaking for Andre, because he's been much better with these other 4 events so far. Taking a bit of a rest. I have worked out, I have edited a lot. It's such a time-consuming process. It's Friday today. Strongman is not today. The heats ended yesterday and the finals start tomorrow. exciting stuff. I'm gonna watch Clarkson's Farm season 3. Came out today, at least the first couple episodes or the first few episodes, and then in a few hours I'm going to my mom for dinner. I'd like to be able to get a nap before that, because I haven't slept very well. I feel quite exhausted, but I don't think I'll be able to get a nap. I'm gonna have to be tired. Anyway, time for Clarkson's Farm. See what this, this crazy bureaucracy is up to.
Plan 7.
So it's Saturday. I'm faced with the problem of deciding what I want to use for what video. So the collage thing in my mind is going to be a lot of fast clips and cutting between, from 2009 to 2014 back to and all the way across, and then create some kind of larger picture of my life and myself somehow. And then I'm trying to make notes and trying to go through clips and noting down what clips I might want to follow up with each other. But I'm now faced with the problem of realizing that I have so much endless vlogging. Some of it is, kind of interesting, but I can't use all of this for the collage because it's gonna be 72 hours long. So I'm thinking that I want to use some of it for the collage and some of it for like future unreleased vlog videos that are a bit more low key or a bit more chill. But that's really difficult to figure out in my mind and to note down like how I want to sort that out. I always struggle to pace myself though, so I think I just need to pace myself. Oh, they're so funny. It's so fun watching this, especially after a workout. The skin and the body feels nice against the the couch on a cool summer day. Today is much cooler. Watching this, I don't know, I've been able to find a good place right now. Focusing on the things that I like and the things that matter to me and the things that are good for me. While I'm waiting for the last event of the of the first day of the finals, I'm watching some ASMR, and I don't really watch ASMR anymore, but I'm watching this. This is the only guy that I watch consistently, Morpheus ASMR. I just like his personality, what he talks about, his chats, he talks about his day. Sometimes he puts in some nice edits and whatever. And now he's eating oysters for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, so World's Strongest Man is over. It's been a lot of fun. Some pretty big surprises. Mitchell Hooper. I'm lying. It's an awkward angle because I'm lying down and I'm leaning back. Well, yeah, Mitchell Hooper from Canada. I thought he was gonna win because he was for me, he was the clear favorite going into the competition. Although I don't know why you would underestimate Tom Stoltman, who has won the World's Strongest Man competition twice before. It just seemed to be likely that Mitch would win because he's been so consistent. But he made a mistake early on where his grip. Well, I don't know if you could call it a mistake because he had calluses on his hands, so that when he had to carry the frame carry, which was early on in the competition, his calluses tore, and that made it difficult. My laptop and my headphones go all over the place. It made it difficult for him to continue on the way that he would have ideally wanted to, etc., etc. Then many other things happened. Tom Stoltman won ultimately, which was really cool to see. He is the only person who has won 3 times now, along with Bill Kazmaier, who competed. Bill Kazmaier, he's 70 now, so he competed a long time ago. But yeah, Tom Stoltman, he might be a future all-time great. I mean, he already is, but he might turn into that guy who has ultimately won the competition the most amount of times, which should be kind of cool to see, to keep following that journey. The most amount of competitions that somebody has won is 5. That's Mariusz Pudzianowski from Poland. Anyway, I love Strongman. I don't talk about it on the channel, or I mean, I don't vlog. I mean, I do now, but I haven't in a long time. So it feels kind of weird actually to vlog, talk to a camera like this. But it feels, yeah, just jumping all over the place from one thing to another here. But that's sort of what this video has been about. It's been about Strongman and editing. And I've gone from one thing to another. I don't know. I'm still getting into this. So my problem my problem over the years when I was vlogging was always that in editing, I got sick of myself because I thought that I was not making sense, and that's something that I could never get past. And certainly now that I haven't vlogged in a long time, I am going to have that problem perhaps more. But I'm trying to get over that, and if I can keep this vlogging thing up, then hopefully I can improve on these things. So yeah, this is what happens when you have long hair and you have headphones, and your hair is a mess. Look at this, for fuck's sakes. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I am likely gonna continue with this. Maybe I'm gonna try to get back into movies, like I said before in a different vlog. I haven't been watching a lot of movies lately for various reasons. I'm gonna try to get back into that, and maybe vlog some of that as well. If that's something people want to see, I don't know. This vlog feels like a one-off so far, but I hope that I can keep it up. I'm just kind of trying to get back into making videos. We'll see where this leads. I'm gonna, if I do continue with this, which I intend, I'm gonna try to keep talking a little bit more about some of the reasons why I've been absent, why I've gone AWOL, and so many things. Well, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye.